Hey, welcome. And I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how to add a signature for Mac Mail. So I thought I'd create this little tutorial to show you how I've done mine so that you don't have a signature that shows up that has an attachment when it really doesn't. It's just the image for your signature. So basically what you're looking at right now is just a regular web page. And what I've done here is I've done some styling and formatting and things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here real quick so you can see what some of the code looks like. And you can tell, it's pretty plain stuff. There's a little bit of CSS here. I have a couple of divs that hold all of the data just so I can move it around and format it. But really there's nothing special. The one thing that you need to pay attention to is that there is an address right here, and it's an absolute link. And so basically what I've done, I've gone out onto Social Parrot here, and I've saved in the images folder an image called logo_72.jpg, and you can see that's the little Social Parrot logo here, and it needs to be an absolute link because this email is going to be opened up all over the place, and it needs to know where that image is at any given time. So let's go ahead and start with the basics. So basically what we want to do is we want to open up our mail program. To do that, basically what we need to do is go into our Mac Mail. So you can see here that I'm in the mail, and the first thing you want to do is go into your preferences. And when you go into your preferences, you're going to see all of your accounts here. These are a bunch of email accounts that I have. So basically choose the account that you want to add a signature to and click on this signatures button right here. And then what you want to do is go to the all signatures and click on this plus sign. When you do that, it'll come up with just like a generic signature, and you can leave that. And what you want to do is name this to something else. So we'll just name this one test. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put test in here as well. And what that'll do is it'll allow us to see if this is the right one or not a little bit later. So I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and get out of here. You can see that this test signature is there now. I'm going to get out of Mac Mail. Okay, the next thing you need to do is go to a specific place, and what you want to do is you want to go to Library and then Mail, and then you want to go to Signatures. And so here in the signatures is where it just created your signature. So what you want to do here is you want to choose this date modified, and this will tell you which signature was created last. So we can tell that it was just created because it is 11:37 my time right now. So basically what you want to do here is note this. So basically let's put this aside for right now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to replace this in just 1 second. So what we need to do to replace it is we need to save this file and then open it up in your Safari browser. And the easiest way to do that is okay, the next thing we need to do is open this up in your browser. And so the easiest way to do that is to go up here and go under File, and we want to Preview in Browser, and we will choose Safari. Now when that comes up, what you're going to see is just looks like a little web page, and it should look a lot like what you just did in whatever HTML editor that you've chosen to use. So basically what we want to do now is we want to choose File, Save As, and what we'll do is we'll save this in our social marketing signatures as a web archive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this one as Social Parrot Web Archive. Okay, now that we have that saved, what we want to do is we want to go over here and we want to copy that web archive, and I'm going to copy it right here so you can see. Here's the archive that we just created. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it into here. I'm going to do it with Control V. And so basically we have this Social Parrot Web Archive. Now it's real important at this point to shut down our mail. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come here, we're going to do mail, quit mail. Okay, So we want to quit our mail because it's actually using this signature right now. So what we want to do is we want to go in here and take the first part of this file before the web archive, and we want to put it in here. Actually, we should probably delete this first because I've copied the name of the file. And then what we want to do is we want to rename the social parrot to that same signature. So guess what we just did? We basically just tricked Webmail into thinking that that little signature that we created that just said test in it is now the one with all the rich HTML. And basically, if you double click on this, this is what the web archive looks like. Pretty cool, huh? So basically, let's see what that looks like in Webmail. So let's go ahead and start up our mail again. And when we start up our mail, let's go back to our preferences. And what we're going to find is in the signatures section right here, all the signatures. Remember the test that we had? Well, guess what? It brings in this. Now you can't see the picture yet because it doesn't bring it into this view. But let's go ahead and rename this to my Social Parrot signature. And then what we can do is we can drag this and drop it onto our Social Parrot account. And now we have two signatures. Now mine are identical because I've just done this before. But once we do this, we can say to use that signature and place it above the quoted text. And you want to choose my Social Parrot signature here, and then we're done. So when we start a new email, what we'll do is we'll do a new message, and when that comes up, the new signature is my Social Parrot signature with this signature here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a copy of myself so you can see what it looks like, which I've already done. And so when you send it, this demo email, it comes up, and guess what? There's no attachment on here, even though it's showing images on here. And of course, I have some links on here to go to the website or to respond to the email, those kind of things there. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and go ahead and email me if you have any questions about this. Thanks.